And now we have Dr. Sonya Christian. So she has been a real mover and shaker in this caucus, and she is the president of the ACCJC. Sonya?
Well, so inspired, so excited to be here. And, Pam Haynes was talking about how we connect as women together in our recent elections, and the new vice president, Kamala Harris. When I was looking at the social media that just exploded, and everyone was trying to find a connection to Kamala Harris, and my tweet was referring to her mother, Shamla Gopalan, from South India, and feeling a sense of connectedness because I could speak the language that her mom spoke. So I'm happy to be the chair of ACCJC. And as a previous math faculty, started looking at what is the composition of the accreditation commissions across this country. And there are 7 regional accrediting agencies. And when I started looking at the composition of commissioners, what I noticed is that 6 out of the 7 were really dominated by our male colleagues. For example, when you look at the middle states, 11 out of 28. When you look at Southern, 25 out of 65 commissioners. And when you look at the Higher Learning Commission, 4 are women out of a total of 18. So I was very pleased at that time when I moved into ACCJC and did the count again. At ACCJC is the only accreditation commission that we have 12 out of 20 commissioners who are women. So then I started looking, and then I started looking at the presidents of the commissions and the chairs as in the chair of the board, as opposed to the individual hired to lead, the CEO. And what I noticed is that we had several CEOs who were women, but chairs of the boards, only 2 out of the 7 were women. And finally, when I looked at all commissioners of all of the 7 regional accreditors, out of 213, only 40%, 86 were women. So today, my thought to you is the following. About a year ago, I read the book Sapiens by Harari, and he really makes a compelling case that our reality is really socially constructed. So everything is when a group of people come together and they socially construct what is the reality. So if the individuals at the table become the storytellers, don't have our voices, what kind of a story would they be saying? What kind of values would they be representing? So it is really important that we have the voice of women to be telling the story of community colleges for our students. So if you are one of the 149 today who have not served on an evaluation team, find me on Twitter or find my email, president@Bakersfield College. We need to get you into the pipeline because it is that pipeline that creates the leaders of tomorrow. It's that preparation. And so get engaged and look around and make sure that we are represented at the table and we are writing the story for the future. And before I conclude, I do want to thank Daisy and Linda. Both of you are fabulous. Thank you for putting in your time, but both of you are so incredibly busy. but the time and care you've put in bringing us together and making this happen and creating this legacy. Back to you, Linda.
Thanks, Sonia. Well, the website and all of these Twitter accounts, all the social media would not have been possible without Sonia, and dragging Nan in on this too. So Bakersfield women have just been awesome. So thank you so much, Sonia.